happy.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hello and welcome to the XOX Esports Challenge. The final race is almost upon us. My name is Matthew Palmer, and with me in the studio is a very special guest, our race and broadcast director, Karo Alang. Apa khabar, Karo?
Hello everybody. So sometimes suara keluar, hari ni kita keluar gambar.
So now you guys know what Karo Alang looks like in real life. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Here we're going to go slightly behind the scenes as a special treat for you guys for round 6. Absolutely fantastic stuff here. Right now, this is a tradition for a lot of the drivers out there. They sometimes do this once a day between races to try and get ready. It's the warm-up race that they have been doing, the practice races that Hyperbulls have been doing, that Bobby has been doing, and Michael from Todak Motorsports as well. And it's really helped to up everyone's game throughout the course of the season. It's so close, the timings between all the drivers, and this is why. It's all down to the practice. Absolutely fantastic stuff.
Ya, so hari ni kita dengan format lama dulu kita pernah buat. Thank you untuk siapa yang tune in hari ni. Kita buat warm up race dia di mana points hari ni tak dikira dan dia lebih kepada pengenalan track dan macam mana these drivers nak collaborate dengan other drivers yang tak pernah jumpa. Kadang-kadang diorang tak pernah bersaing pun bersama-sama, tapi kali ni diorang dapat rapat-rapat and then dapat kenal pastilah dia punya style of driving, dan harap-harap semua okey lah.
That's right, Carol. It really is a case of getting to know everyone else, staking out the competition, and really trying out the track, the cars, the overtaking opportunities, and the strategies that's going to make a winner come race day. But before we get into the live action coming at you very, very soon, just a special thanks to our sponsors, XOX Mobile, 1XOX, XOX eSIM, Stream Oil of Italy, as well as our media partner, Galeri Kereta. Check out their cool merch down there. They have a fantastic Shopee platform. They're on the Shopee platform as well, a fantastic storefront on their fantastic merch. $45 for that Kanchil edition t-shirt. I really want to get me some of that. Very, very nice, high quality stuff as well.
Nice. Thank you Galeri Kereta support kami, jadi partner rakan media kami. So Aulia sangat baik dan friendly untuk dan memahami konsep sim racing ni, dia mungkin boleh berkait dengan otomotif So kita tunggu konten daripada dia, mungkin ada lagi nanti. So selain pada tu, kita nak nak tunjuk sikit. Ni untuk Ahad ni. Oh guys, Ahad ni ada lucky draw. Tapi nak masuk lucky draw tu kena jawab soalan kat quiz. Dan kat situ kena baru entitled masuk dalam satu box, diorang akan ambil pilih lah, cabut kat situ ada hadiah-hadiah macam-macam. Cuba kau cerita sikit, Max. What's in the box? What's in store?
Absolutely. You've got a 1XOX B59, a 1XOX Black B59 package for 3 lucky winners. Of course, a new SIM package, and with 10 gigs of high-speed data for 5 lucky winners. One lucky winner is going to take home the Oppo A93 Plus. Fantastic phone there. You can see what I'm doing here, getting bigger as we go along. The Hydra Turn Racing Carpet, fantastic product there, and that will be available for 3 lucky winners out there, as well as for one winner, the SimMagic M10 direct drive wheel system with GT1 steering and the 70mm adapter as well. So you can be well on your way to becoming a sim racing alien with one of the best steering systems on the market. So special thanks to XOX Mobile and 1XOX for these prizes. They look absolutely awesome, don't they?
Yeah, this is for Sunday, Max. But for today, we forgot to mention, there's also a giveaway untuk satu pemenang the quiz dia nanti lepas pada warm up race ni, kita akan bagi satu soalan. Dan sebelum tu, tolong like, tolong share semua page-page kat bawah ni, bawah ni. So kita boleh pilih jawapan daripada answer tu. Kita boleh pilih siapa yang paling cepat dan tepat, kita bagi hadiah 1XOX prepaid 5GB dengan 100 minit season pass 28 bulan validity. Lama 28 bulan.
Yep. That is a season pass that's going to be about the length of 3 Formula 1 seasons. So you're really getting a 3-in-1 package with that. 28 months validity for this season pass, 5 gigs of data and 100 minutes will be yours for one lucky winner. So do share those pages, share the stream, like those pages, share that sim racing love around, and be prepared for the questions that will come towards the end of the broadcast. Do stay tuned for that. Thanks to Izam Ismail for the like, and Leung Mun Fai. You can leave a comment down below if you want to have a chat with us or with any of the drivers that might be watching the stream tonight.
I guess,
a lot of them
they're Laguna, I think. That's why they're not chatting now.
Yeah, perhaps.
Yeah.
So a lot of the drivers are actually going to be out there right now at Laguna Seca. We have a few drivers out there as well. We've also snuck in, as we normally do with these practice and warm-up races, we have our eyes on the ground. Tikul Irshad there in 16th place. So for those of you eagle-eyed fans of the championship, you'll be able to watch out for him as well further on during the race. But now we're on board with Ruben Wong, who's in 2nd place there, just behind Iman Danish, the teenage wonder kid. He's going to go up this fantastic section, and the rest of the track is absolutely wonderful to watch. But let's go through on the run-up to the most famous corner in North American motorsports. Over the curb, hard on the throttle. Oh! Just about to build that up, but unfortunately the commentator's curse strikes again there. We'll try again with Khalif very, very shortly. So coming out of turn 2, Andretti, and it's a section of very fast. They're onto us. So we'll go on board with Shami Azri, this time for a whole lap of the track for Just Keep Racing. Shami Azri going down into turn 2. Turn 1's that flat out left-hand corner, coming to the braking zone here. Very important to keep the car very stable under brakes before this double apex left-hander at the Andretti hairpin. Now coming through this fast right-hander, you've got to really pick the right line through here. It's very difficult actually trying to exit at much speed as possible, going underneath the Firestone Bridge. There again, same thing through here. It's a slightly faster right-hander coming onto the curb. You've got to use the curbs at this track. It's absolutely critical. Underneath the Mother's Bridge, you're going to be braking this time for a left-hand bend. It's actually banked a little bit here, so you can go in a little bit faster than you normally would. Now, the very special moment. Going underneath the BP Bridge, getting the car set up for this left-hand kink, and we're going to go up to the most famous corner in all of North American motorsports, climbing up through the hill under the Bubba Burgers banner and into the braking zone for the 3-story high corkscrew corner. Through the left there, and now hard on the throttle, just about managed to get it out there. Ooh. Didn't quite manage it that time as well. That's how hard that section is. The corkscrew. The car goes light and heavy as you turn left and right, and it really is about trying to predict what the G-forces are doing, and it's particularly hard work in sim racing as well.
Okay, jom tengok macam mana Jai attempt the second half of this track. He's the he's the contender for the champion for amateur. Yeah.
So he's the leader in the AM category right now. Coming into the braking zone there, you've got to clip a little bit of that right hand curbing before you go through there, and you can see it's a big drop. When you're actually in the car, it feels like something out of a roller coaster. The car drops away from you, but you have to be ready to go full throttle for the second half of the corkscrew there. Now through Gardner Turn and through the final 2 corners there. And you've got to be very careful through this braking zone here, because you can lose up to a lap coming out of this corner alone. So you have to get this just right before you power up through the uphill straight over the crest for another lap. What a magical track this is. We've used it as the season finale for so many wonderful, wonderful races over the course of the year and a half, almost 2 years that this has been going on there. So absolutely spectacular track.
Yeah, so we're now into 12 minutes of qualifying. We've got a balance of less than 3. So let's see how Jai does for his practice. Does he gain some time? I think he's still on baseline. non-open setup because he's gonna go for that that baseline setup for the race day.
Absolutely.
Not
Ibrahim's
bad.
actually out on track, so quite a few of the pro drivers are here as well. Michael is here, of course, and I believe Chok Pang is there, Dominic is there as well, and now Muhammad Ibrahim. He was going quite quickly through the course of the last part of the first lap there. You can see how much curb he's taking throughout the course of the lap, but also how smooth, steady, and stable the car is throughout the lap there. So this could be a driver to watch out for this warm-up race. Of course, a lot of the drivers will actually be going around the track there, really not worried about what the positions are this time around. They'll be treating it more like a test session and to try and get for the pro drivers to try and get the setup right, and for the amateur drivers it's a good practice to try and see what strategy they're going to bring into the race.
Yeah, looks good, and he hasn't set a time yet. Maybe he's just gonna warm up to prepare himself for the. Yeah. Oh yeah, we're in qualifying already. I forgot about that. I was busy. If you guys are wondering what I'm looking at, left and right. Actually, I have 3 screens in front of me, which is the center screen is the race info, where I can see all of the broadcast controls, and on my right is where my stream is gonna preview, and on my left is the social media part of it. So it's all within a glance. So don't worry, I'm gonna be watching you guys
somewhere around here.
Somewhere.
Meanwhile, all I have to worry about is the occasional timing screen, which I sometimes use my phone for if it's a particularly long or difficult lap. I've obviously got the same view that you guys at home are watching on right now, just a little bit of extra information, and also 2 marks. So if you ever wondered how I'm able to actually turn and face Irshad has the same exact thing on his end as well. We're able to use these marks to try. There you go. Close enough. Try and cue everything up so that I can actually face the person I'm talking to if I need to.
Yeah. And coincidentally, this is my go-to screen, and it's facing you, and it's good. Okay, so we've finished qualifying, and we have the grid, and looks like Danish is on top.
Absolutely fantastic stuff there from Iman Danish. Iman Danish is now on pole position for Total Motorsports in first place. And the 14-year-old doing a lap time of 1:37.537. Very quick around here. We'll probably see that as the pole time for the pro class. Perhaps a little bit less. It'll be very hard to get down any lower than that. Ruben Wong is on second place with Shami Azan in third, Dominic in fourth, Faiz in fifth, Azrael in sixth, Khalif in seventh, Azri in eighth, Russell in ninth, and Chok Pang in 10th place. So now we're watching, all eyes on Iman Danish getting ready to go for the start there. The time is beginning to tick closer and closer towards there. We still got a couple of drivers ready to get on board. Irshad, Ibrahim, Saiful, Bobby, Ayman, Azri, and Azrael. Quite a few drivers there waiting to get loaded in. But as soon as they're ready to go, whether they're starting for the pits, as they occasionally do actually during the warm-up race, just to try and get through the traffic, just to see how that experience is like. But as soon as everyone is ready to go, we will see the 5 red lights come on, and we will begin our race. It's taking a little longer than usual. If you're wondering why it takes a little bit longer than usually does in the race, and that's because they're doing maybe some fine last-minute setups, not just on the car, but just adjusting things in the cockpit sim as well, with their real-life wheels and pedals that they have in their rooms, to try and get everything just right before they start the race, just to get that nice launch off the line. But it looks like everyone's decided where they're going to be at on the grid or in the pits. The 5 red lights go on, and it's away we go, going down into the first corner there. As you can see, the puffs of smoke. A lot of people getting a lot of wheel spin. We'll probably see better starts later on down the line in the race there. But Iman Damnish is going to go down towards turn 1 behind him. It's 3 wide, 4 wide. It's the classic MX-5 start on iRacing here going into turn 1. Very, very tricky through the Andretti hairpin here. A few of the cars getting a little bit turned around. There's one car turned sideways, and that, I believe, was Shamir Aizan of Hyper Bulls Taurus, so he wouldn't be too pleased with that, I'm sure. But meanwhile, we have Iman Danish in first place, Ruben Wong in second. James Russell, fantastic start to get himself up into third place, but now he's going side by side with Faiz Aslan. Faiz Aslan just about getting himself up into the head of the field. He now takes that podium position in third place, and that means James Russell is going to fall down to fourth, and he's also got Azri, Dominic, and Pang are right behind him. It's looking like it's going to be a very exciting race. Coming up towards the corkscrew section there. Again, it's going to be one of the more difficult places to try and overtake, but it has been done before in the past, in seasons past, so we will want to have a look at how everyone gets through there. But the most important thing for an overtaking maneuver here is you've got one chance exiting the corkscrew through the Gardner turn and into this braking zone here. That is where a lot of overtaking maneuvers are attempted. Also through the next corner there, if you're not quite close enough, you'll be able to climb your way back up the field there. Ibrahim, fantastic start from him. He's already up into 9th place. He'll be trying to go further up the field there. He's right behind Michael Hafiz, who had a decent start, bringing himself into the top 10 there. He's following Chok Fan Pang. He's got Ibrahim behind him. Let's see if Michael Hafiz can defend from Ibrahim. Looks like Michael's going to try, but Ibrahim just about manages to slow the car down just a little bit there. Fantastic defensive driving there from Michael Hafiz to get ahead of Mohamed Ibrahim.
Let's go back to the front pack. Oh, there you go. Danish leads it with 1 second gap.
That's fantastic stuff there. It means that Iman Danish is ahead of Ruben by 0.8 seconds. That means the slipstream is going to be a little bit less. These cars in iRacing are notorious for their incredibly large slipstream effect. So if Iman Danish can break the toe between himself and Ruben Wong, this sort of cycling peloton style drafting will become much, much harder. But Ruben Wong has a lot of experience on his shoulders, and he should be able to catch back up should everything go to plan. But as it always is in racing, not everything always goes to plan. Now that's Shami Azri, and I believe that was Dominic Ang in the green car there, and that was a big accident coming into the braking zone there.
James Russell.
It's James Russell and Faiz that battle there for 3rd and 4th place. It looks like it's ended up in the barriers. That's going to be very, very hard news indeed for both of those drivers. But just goes to show it's so difficult to try and overtake coming into the corkscrew section. And I guess those two drivers will definitely understand that coming into the race there, they probably will have a little bit more caution coming into the corkscrew session. But that's why they do these warm-up races, these practice races, just to try and get the feel of the track and get the feel of racing around it.
So Ibrahim goes 4th already. He's in 4th position.
Last time we saw him, he was down in 8th place. He actually started quite the ways back. I believe he may have actually started at the back of the field there, but looks like Mohamed Ibrahim getting himself up into 4th place, and now that's Shami Azri up ahead in 3rd place, pushing very hard to try and catch Ruben and Danish, but being 4 seconds behind, it's going to be very difficult for Shami Azri to try and do anything there. Of course, Mohamed Ibrahim, he's in a pro class car, so he's allowed to do as much setup change as he needs. Shami Azri, he wouldn't have changed the setup too much. He would want to try and race with the setup, with the base setup, just to see how it feels around the track there. But interestingly, Ibrahim's having a hard time trying to get past Shami Azri, but just around the inside of the corkscrew session. Absolutely spectacular stuff there where the others have failed. Ibrahim looks like he was successful in getting that car up into 3rd place. What a move.
Ooh, that was quite a move. And take some guts to do that.
Absolutely, it's so easily can go wrong there. He missed his braking point there, and unfortunately that means he's gone off into the dirt here. Now the other interesting feature of Laguna Seca is that it doesn't have grass as its runoff area, but sand. And it can be very difficult to keep the car under control when you're on the soil and the sand and the gravel trap as well. Ayman Zubair there, trying his best to go around the inside to get himself up into 4th place. He's put Shami Azri down another position there. And Shami Azri is really going to have to put his foot down hard to try and catch up with Ayman Zubair. But right now, it's Iba Danish from Ruben Wong with Ibrahim in 3rd, and this battle for 4th place between Ayman and Azri.
Let's go ahead and look at for the mid-pack.
Now the classic midfield battle is rumbling on right now. Ilham Labi is in 11th place. Funpang is in 12th place, just 2.8 seconds behind. But Ilham is looking at the cars up ahead. Nazmi, Khalif, Afiq. These 3 drivers are going to have a hard time trying to keep Ilham Labi behind. He was a contender in the championship for quite some time, battling against the full focus racing drivers. Ooh, there's a car that's going out wide there. Will he be able to catch it? It looks Melvin. Like Melvinajit managed to catch it just in time to keep the car straight for the corkscrew section there. That would have been a really frightening run through there. And there's another bump further up the road there, and that's another car, I believe another red car there, that's gone a little bit wide there. But Ilham Labi has taken advantage of that. He's gone up into 8th place, but Khalif Pang and Afiq have moved down 3 positions. Further back there with Pang and Afiq there is in fact Paduka Shoaib in 11th place.
Paduka is on board today. Okay, let's go on his car.
Absolutely, Paduka Shoaib is driving around in one of the guest cars, it looks like, and it was absolutely fantastic stuff, because most of you perhaps are not aware that throughout the course of these warm-up races and these practice races that have been hosted so helpfully by the community throughout the course of the XOX Esports Challenge, myself and Paduka and a few of the other members of staff have decided to, we're all sim racing fans here, so we occasionally decide to go in and spy on them and try and battle with them and race with them. I had a nice battle actually with Paduka at Phillip Island in the previous week, so that was quite a good lesson in racecraft there for myself. But it looks like Paduka is doing quite well there to be up in 11th place. For those of you who don't quite know what the history with Paduka is, he's known for being an MX-5 veteran. He normally races in SimLab production as well as MX-5 official races on iRacing. Usually races overseas, but for this warm-up race, our clerk of the course decided to jump into the car to have a bit of fun with the guys there. And of course, further down the field, you'll actually see Ershad there in 16th position. He's normally a little bit quicker than that, but as I understand, Tuku Ershad and the other of the guest 1XOX TKKR cars taking that for a spin as well around the Laguna Seca circuit. This is where we get the knowledge to try and pass along to you guys at home. Watching at home there, we've definitely done our fair share of sim racing as well, so it's nice to
look at that.
But this battle just gets better and better and better. Afiq, Paduka, and that looks like Shami Aizan as well in that pack, as well as Eddie Adrian, all battling almost like a motorcycle race more than a car race, going through the first sector of Laguna Seca. You can see the cars chopping, changing and diving and darting through the course there. It looks like for this time Paduka is worse off there. Eddie Adrian managed to keep the lead through there. Afiq in 12th and Shami in 13th respectively, but I'm sure as soon as the tow gets picked up there, you can see the draft. As soon as the cars begin to pick up that draft, they begin to start battling all over again. It's absolutely fantastic door-to-door action. Now going side by side through the field there, you can see there Afiq Fadlan managed to get himself up into 13th place. Shami Aizan still in 12th, coming up towards the just about at the last possible minute that Hyperbull's car brake for that corner. They try to keep themselves as close as possible, but of course the big handicap of chasing someone around the track is that you have to brake ever so slightly earlier than the car ahead, obviously to stop yourself from driving up the back there. But it looks like Shamir really pushing hard to try and drop Afik, but it's looks like it's going to be very hard indeed for them to.
Whoa!
That was Ayman Zube. That was Ayman Zube and Shami Azri. Big incident going into the Andretti hairpin. Let's have a look and see in the replay. It can be diving down. Shami Azri looks like he's just about missed his braking points there, and unfortunately got tangled up with Ayman Zube there, who is dropped it down into 7th place. So that's another crucial lesson learned for this weekend's action.
Meanwhile, we got Ilham, who's steadily in 6th right now. He's catching up to Nazmi in front of him.
Absolutely, Ilham Halabi doing the same burn through the field as Ibrahim was doing. Unfortunately, Ibrahim's in the pits right now.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure what happened to him. He's down in 22nd position. I don't actually know if he's pulled out of the race or if he's adjusting the car. Although I'm sure if any of you guys watching at home have any information on that, do let us know down in the chat section, and we will try and respond to that and bring the news to the public. But right now, Ilham Halabi definitely going through the field there. His next contender is Nazmi. Let's see if he can try and get an overtaking maneuver done. Coming out of this corner here, the final corner, very tight, very critical to try and get a good line coming on the exit there. And it looks like Nazmi just got the car sideways. He was pushing very hard to try and keep Ilham behind him, but it looks like he just jumped on the throttle a little bit too quick, and that's going to lose him a lot of places.
That's what Ilham usually does. He just stays close to another car in front of him safely with a safe distance, and going same time pressuring them and waiting for an error, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. He's known as the Intimidator, and that's not so much because he drives particularly rough or tries to knock people off the road or anything like that. But generally speaking, when he is in his element, he'll just sit behind you and try and fill up your mirrors and put you under so much pressure that it's all a mental game of trying to keep your focus and keep going. And if there's any mistake, he's going to really capitalize on that. Chok Fun Pang, meanwhile, he is battling with Khalif for 8th position right now. It looks like Chok Fun Pang looks like he's got a bit of a better drive out of there. He's very close to Khalif right now. Let's see if he's able to go through this flat out left, well, not flat out, but very fast left-hand bend there. It looks like Khalif just got a little bit faster going through the exit of that. Let's see how they go through the corkscrew. Hard on the brakes. It looks like Chok Fun Pang has that car dialed in for braking around this track here. He's definitely gaining quite a bit under brakes, but looks like Khalif has just a bit of a better drive coming out of some of the slower corners there. Let's see how they do coming out of the final bend and down the main straight. Looks like Chok Fun Pang had a better line coming out of the exit there. Let's see if he's able to take that toe and come into the Andretti hairpin, which is one of the biggest overtaking opportunities throughout the lap there. He's definitely closing up quite a bit. There's a whole bunch of cars up ahead. That's Vindijit, along with Ayman Zube and Khalif as well in that battle.
Jai is currently underlapped.
So Jai is back down. That's very rare for him to be that far down. I guess, like I said, a lot of these drivers, they probably won't be looking too much at the results, but they will definitely be trying to battle with as many people as possible and get as much data as they can to take forward to Sunday's race. So it's really like a practice session. But the great thing about this format, and the reason why there's so many fun races and practice races and warm-up races, whatever you want to call them, not only are you practicing the speed and practicing how to drive the car, but you're really practicing your skill, your racecraft, and your sportsmanship, and you're basically racing ability throughout the course of the race, because there's nothing quite like a race to try and sharpen those racecraft skills. I don't know about you, but that's got me hoarse. And this is the warm-up race, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Sharon Nurfuddin there is in 19th place. He is battling right now, I believe, with Saiful behind him. Just a little bit of a playful battle between these two drivers. They know each other quite well, and it looks like Sharel pushing very hard to try and keep Saiful behind him, but he just couldn't hang on to the car there. So that's Saiful Arifin up one position on track, but he's still behind Sharel Nurul in the standings at the moment. So perhaps he's got a long way to go to try and build speed back up. But yeah, we've got a few guys that have pulled out. Saiful's pulled out. Saiful's a lap down, sorry. Ibrahim's pulled out. He's in the pits right now. Faiz is also in the pits as well. James Russell unfortunately had that incident down in 24th place, and Bobby appears he did not take the start there. But Iman Danish is currently up in first place with a 9.3 second gap to Ruben Wong. So an absolutely fantastic performance there by the young Iman Danish. If I'm not mistaken, only 14 years old.
I think 15 this year.
15 this year.
Yeah.
Ah.
We keep forgetting we are still in 2020.
Yeah, my head's still stuck in 2020 at the moment. We're all still stuck at home. It's all a bit deja vu, isn't it?
Yeah. 2020
For those of you at home,
went past by like. Oh yeah, I don't have any memories of 2020.
It's simultaneously the shortest and longest year I think I've ever been through. Absolutely incredible stuff. But hopefully by the end of 2021 and looking towards 2022, we can be back up to full speed with our sim racing and all the rest of that stuff as well. Mohammed Khalif is in 8th place, chasing after Malvindajit at the moment, and they're both chasing after Ayman Zubair up ahead. And it looks like it's going to be a nice battle that we're watching coming down to turn 1. Let's see if anybody can get a position change. It looks like there was a position change up ahead between Ayman Zubair and it looks like that's Malvindajit going side by side through that corner there.
And Jai
in 19th place. Yeah. So that's where it gets discombobulated a little bit. Jai would have gone into the pits just to perhaps adjust something or perhaps put some new tires on, and now he's going absolutely flat out to try and dice with as many people as possible. Again, it's all part of filling those mental banks up, but learning about each other's traits and quirks going through the corners there just to make sure that they get the cleanest race possible for themselves. But Jai's got quite a bit of speed there, because the last time we checked on him, he was quite a few cars down in the queue, but now he's effectively 5th car on the road, albeit a lap down. Let's see if he can actually catch some of the guys ahead.
He's running a steady 138. That's good.
Wow, that's quite a quick lap time, especially as if I'm not mistaken, being an AM class competitor, Afizul Jai would be driving this warm-up race, perhaps with a baseline setup. For those of you who are not too sure at home, this is a mixture of the AM and Pro class drivers all having a bit of fun out there and practicing. But in the AM race, you're only allowed to run the baseline setup. That means the same tire pressures, cambers, casters, weight and fuel as all the other drivers, whereas in the Pro class, it's a completely open category where they're allowed to adjust as many parameters as they need to try and get these cars to go as fast as possible. Meanwhile, Tiku Irshad's coming up, running up the field there. He's now running in 13th place, and he's actually behind Paduka. So the two 1XOX cars being driven by our spies in the field, currently running in 12th and 13th.
Yeah, so this is a mix of Pro and M drivers, so it seems quite fun, but some of them are already, I think, retired early due to damages, or maybe they didn't meant to go into the race today.
Perhaps quite a few of the drivers would have also started, because there was quite a long practice session, a standard practice session before qualifying and the race. A lot of the drivers would have just been in there for that, but we thank all the drivers who actually took part in the start and made it all look quite nice and interesting throughout the start of the race. Whoa. There. But these two drivers, I know them quite well. They'll have their ears on the commentary there. Hi Irshad, hi Paduka. And they'll definitely be giving us quite a bit of a show when it comes to battling out for position there. But that's Irshad ahead of Paduka now, and they're both chasing after Khalif.
We've got 5 minutes to go, so let's see how for the M class, I think Shami Azri is leading, right?
Yep, in the Just Keep Racing car. He's up all the way up into 3rd place. He's ahead of Dominic Ang and Ilham Hlabi, who are not slow drivers. So Shami Azri definitely doing his level best right now to hang on to that position that he gained throughout the rather chaotic start of the race there. So he's managed to get that car up into 3rd place. There's only a 2.7 second gap to Dominic Ang and Ilham Hlabi, who are right now both cars pushing very hard. So he might drop down a place or two come the final lap of the race, but still, very good job there from Shami Azri to lead the AM portion of this warm-up race.
Going to the corkscrew.
Getting hard on the brakes before we dive down through the corkscrew again. And Ilham Hlabi again, he just isn't the kind of driver who's going to go for an overtaking maneuver straight away. He's going to hang back, try and learn his opponent. That's partially what's happening here. He's also hanging back to try and learn the opponent, see what lines he has, see where he's faster, where he's slower. And Ilham Hlabi's definitely got the patience for this, because he can do this for lap after lap after lap before striking. Really going to show that when it comes to the 4D chess that is high-speed motor racing, Ilham really does know when to strike, and looks like he might be having a look here, or could this just be goading Dominic into a mistake? Dominic gets it a little bit sideways going into turn 1, but no problems. He manages to correct that slide and keep going as well. Dominic Ang, one of those drivers that has a lot of experience as well, not only in sim racing, but in the real world of motorsports as well. Being right up there in GT racing and sports cars, and really a lot of experience on those shoulders.
I guess Ilham's really taking advantage of slipstreaming here.
Absolutely, just like every other track on the calendar, especially here, because it is a relatively high-speed track. These MX-5 cars, the real key to mastering racing in MX-5 and iRacing is to get that slipstream just right. Look at Ilham Hlabi going so fast, going through that final left-hand corner. He's going to try and make an overtaking maneuver coming into the corkscrew. Will he be able to make it work? He gets it done before the entry coming into corkscrew. He claims that left-hand apex. He claims that right-hand apex. And he is ahead up into 4th place. Sensational driving from Ilham Hlabi.
Nice move there. Organizing the overtake before the corkscrew to avoid any collisions.
Absolutely planning that down to a T. He would have been thinking about that for the last 2 or 3 laps, I am sure. Now he's got the job of trying to catch up with Shami Azri, but all that battling means that they've fallen back just a little bit. Of course, when you're battling side by side, trading places, you do actually lose time overall compared to someone who's just running on a clear and empty track. As they say in Formula 1, they always try to keep the cars up in the clear. Right now we have Paduka and Irshad battling with Michael Hafiz. So let's see how this battle goes on. These guys, great friends throughout the course of the championship. Now Maichel's going to go up the inside of Paduka. Let's see if he's able to make that overtaking maneuver work, and it looks like he just about manages to get past Paduka, but Paduka's going to switch back onto the inside. He's going to brake very late, and he manages to claim that position again. What a show coming down into the Andretti hairpin there, and it was a double overtake from Michael Hafiz and Paduka Shoaib. It's going to be a fantastic run up coming out of the corner here, and it looks like Maichel's going to go for the overtaking maneuver again. Hard on the brakes, they're going to go side by side. They touch, and Michel spins. Michel spins the car and just about gets misses getting collected by Khalif there. That was some spectacular racing so far.
Oh, quite unfortunate.
I have a question here, Kyrol.
Yeah.
If the COC is the cause of the accident, who do you send the protest to?
You're gonna have to send it to I think his mom.
Yeah. We'll PM the his mom's details to Michael Hafiz there. That was a little bit unfortunate. That's why we only let these guys, let our two spies out racing during the course of these warm-up races, because you can imagine. Meanwhile, Chofan Pang is going for the overtaking maneuver on Malvinajit Singh. Let's see if this one is going to be a little bit more successful. Chofan Pang looks around the outside. Malvinajit's covering off the inside. He's defending early there. Hard on the brakes. And it looks like, was that a tap? Was that not a tap? That was very, very close in any case. But Chofan Pang manages to make that overtaking maneuver stick. Has he? Malvinajit is still on the inside, and he manages to claim that apex and stay up ahead. But Chofan Pang is not over yet. Chofan Pang is side by side now with Malvinajit Singh. That was 3 overtaking maneuvers in 3 corners. That was absolutely unbelievable. And it's still not over yet. Malvinajit still trying to go around the outside this time of this corner here. Let's see if he's able to do it. He's still around the outside. He's going to try and cut down towards the inside, coming into the next left-hander. Coming into the braking zone there. Let's see, underneath the VP Racing Bridge, just about managing to get it through. Wow. Meanwhile, it's the last lap of the race, so these guys are going to drive like it's the end of the real actual race there. They're going to be pushing as hard as they can to get themselves 1 extra position just for the bragging rights. This is absolutely fantastic stuff there. Malvinajit going for that really tight line coming off the corkscrew there. Now through Gardner turn. Chofan Pang still in 7th place, Malvinajit in 8th. Coming into that braking zone there. This is absolutely spectacular stuff. Meanwhile, Iman Danish takes the win from Ruben Wong, Shami Azri, Ilham Hlabi, and Dominic Ang there. Meanwhile, Chofan Pang still in the lead. Will Malvinajit be able to get the drive out of the exit there? They're going to be slipstreaming all the way up to the line. Will he do it? Looks like no, he will not be able to do it. And Chofan Pang comes across the line in 7th with Melvin in 8th, Shami in 9th, and it looks like Eddie Adrian's going to come home in 10th, and Tuku Ershad wins the battle of the clerks in 11th place, with Paducah in 12th place. Just Paducah almost managing that overtaking maneuver there.
Had it with a hundredth of a second. Yeah.
A tenth of a second.
Yeah, tenth. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Still close, still quite close. I'd rated
I think they were
solid.
They were attempting a photo finish. Maybe.
I was going to say it was a 7 out of 10.
There you go.
7 out of 10. Fantastic show for those two guys as well. We're glad they had the opportunity to join us for this final warm-up race of Season 1 of the XOX Esports Challenge. Afiq Fadlan there in 15th place. He decides he doesn't want to play anymore. He's going into the pits. Saiful Arifin still battling away right now with Ilham Hlabi. They're actually on completely different laps there, but it looks like they're trying to either set up a photo finish or just having a bit of fun throughout the course of the final few laps of the race here. But they're pushing the cars very hard indeed, coming through the braking zone here. Let's see if Saiful is able to catch up with Ilham. Let's see how well these guys do. And it looks like they've both decided not to finish the race out on track there. Perhaps better for the marshals to try and clear everything up. But that was a fantastic race, and it really whets your appetite for the final round of the XOX Esports Challenge.
Okay. So we're
Why are they driving through everyone?
I think they're organizing a mama meet. I don't know. We cannot go to mama right now.
No. So let's have a quick look at the results. Iman Danish wins the warm-up race. That's going to give him a lot of confidence coming into the pro race this week. And Ruben Wong is in second. Shami Azri is the fastest AM driver in 3rd place. Fantastic start. He managed to keep the nose clean on that MX-5 and managed to find himself with quite a big gap in comparison to everyone else. So he manages to stay in 3rd place. Ilham Halabi in 4th. Dominic Ang in 5th. Ayman Zube in 6th. Shofan Pang in 7th. Eddie Adrian in 8th, Tuku Ershad in 9th, and Khalif in 10th place.
Okay, we're gonna get into the lobby. Hold on, where's our Grab car? Okay, here it is. Let's go.
Hey!
Yeah, we're back. Now.
There we are. We'll try and see if there's anyone in chat. Hopefully there will be fairly soon, because we do have that final pre-race SIM card to give away. So do stay tuned for that. SM Hobbies, thank you for the like. And Eddie D also, thank you for the likes. And a special thanks goes out to all the drivers who were willing to put their practice session up on screen for us for this weekend. It was a lot of fun, let me tell you that much.
So let's get to the questions first. Let me get this replay on. Okay.
So while we have a look at the replay, I think Karo Alang is going full Rick Wakeman right now with all the keyboards going all over the place.
Okay, the question for the giveaway tonight is who I'm typing as I'm speaking is the winner for the warm-up round 6 warm-up race. Yeah, come on guys, answer and you get a free SIM card prepaid from 1XOX.
Absolutely, it's well worth it with their burn-proof packages, meaning that if you can't finish the data for this month, you can move it forward to the next month. Some of the widest coverage of any telco as well, and with their absolutely fantastic pricing and packages, it's absolutely fantastic as well. And if you and your friends are on 1XOX or XOX Mobile, you're able to share data, call times, as well as SMSs as and when needed. So if Alang needs more SMS and I need more data, we can trade.
Yeah. Max, can you just repeat the question for me while I set up the standings for prior to round 6?
So absolute look behind the screens there. If you ever wondered who gave out the questions, there's your answer. So the giveaway question is, who is the winner for the round 6 warm-up race? Leave your answers down below in the comment section, so do leave them down below. Make sure to like all the pages, like XOX Mobile, 1XOX, XOX eSIM, Streamo Oil, Galeri Kereta, Adrenaline Impact, and the 1XOX TKKR team as well. So like all of those pages on Facebook, and do share the stream and spread that sim racing love around. Once you've done that, you can answer the giveaway question for who is the winner of the round 6 warm-up race, and you could stand a chance to win that lucky prize. But having a quick look down there, Fiku Ershad, good race. It was absolutely fantastic stuff indeed. Great fun out there watching you guys battle it out, and it looks like it's going to be a very, very fun event.
Yeah, let's go on to the current standings. For amateur, we have Afizul Jai leading the pack. So go on, Max.
So Afizul Jai is in fact leading the pack for Android King Hyperbulls, with Kamal Ali doing a fantastic job up in second place for the 1XOX TKKR Racing Team AM, with Muhammad Zikri and Shami Azri third and fourth place for Just Keep Racing. Will definitely help themselves up in the championship standings. Azrael Nazli is in 5th for Stream.my, and Lloyd Lachlan is in 6th, with Sharon Norwood in 7th, Umar Aziz in 8th, Simon Sanchez in 9th, and perhaps the hottest battle of the season, with 16 points each in 10th place each. Vinajit Singh for Hyperbulls, Busracker, Surin Salvaraju for Toyota Asia, and Eddie Adrian for Padawan SRC. All three of them together.
Okay, so for the teams side, we've got Android King Hyperbull, sorry.
Yes, and this is the fantastic battle that's happening in Android King Hyperbulls with 105 points, Just Keep Racing with 102. So it all comes down to this: which team can really hold their own going through the field, through the treacherous Laguna Seca circuit. This is going to be an absolutely incredible race. 1XOX TKKR Racing Team AM is in third place with 71 points, which is amazing considering their only point scorer in that team is Kamal Ali. So you can imagine how well they would have done with seeing that that's the wildcard team. It would have been amazing to see what Kamal Ali could do with one of the other drivers as a teammate. Stream.my in fourth place with 64 points, at Toyota Asia in 5th with Hyperbulls, Bushwhacker in 6th, Veteran MSI at 7th, URT Green in 8th, HMSRT in 9th, and Padawan SRC with 10th with Dante Soda, Android King, HMSR Team, I almost said HM Stream there. Do apologize. Hyperbulls Bruiser and Team Kuraz Motorsports rounding up the field.
And on the other part of the world, we have the pro class.
Absolutely, another interesting battle developing within second and third place. I believe there's still a possibility. I'm not too sure. I'll have to check the math later on. You guys can also check the math at home. It'll be a fun match. It's basically, it all depends on how, if it's less than 30 points, there's still a mathematical option there. I believe
it's 25 points for first place.
Right, so Muhammad Ibrahim still has a chance, theoretically, but Biko Nasi there in the lead, quite a big lead there as well, so he's going to be looking to try and lock home the driver's prize there for the pro class category. Ibrahim is in second, Ilham Halabi in third, with Dominic Ang in fourth place, Iman Danish in fifth. He'll be looking to add to his points tally, I am sure. Shami Aizan in sixth, Saiful Arif in seventh, Freddie Ong in eighth, Ruben Wong in ninth, and Tegwe Zanle in 10th. And in the pro class team standings, Full Focus Racing has taken over the title for the pro class teams standings, the first confirmed title in the XOX Esports Challenge. As things stands points-wise, they cannot be caught in the last round of the championship. Todat Racing is in second with URT Red in third, Todat Motorsports in fourth, Hyperbulls Taurus in fifth place, URT Pink in sixth, Padua SRCA in seventh, Todat Revolution in eighth, Outhouse FCR in 9th, and URT Black in 10th, with 1XOX TKKR Racing Team A, URT Blue, Padawan SRC B, and 1XOX Team in rounding out the field. So very, very exciting stuff. There's still a few more battles yet to come. The AM class team battle is really hotting up there, and the Drivers' Championship still hasn't been sorted out in Pro, so look out for that. It's going to be a very exciting weekend.
Alright, so apart from this, we're going to share you the event poster. Hold on to get it.
Rifling through the Rolodex. This is what normally happens behind the scenes when I'm talking through the final few bits there. There's quite a lot of stages in actually trying to get that slide back up onto the screen, isn't there?
Yeah. I think you got it right now. Okay.
There you go. So the season finale is going to be at Laguna Seca. Round 6 of the XOX Esports Challenge will be coming at you. The qualifying and the race times are up there on screen at the usual time. Join us at 8 o'clock. Around 8 o'clock, I believe 8:15 for amateur qualifying and race, and tune in for 9:30 for the pro qualifying and the pro race as well. So do catch the final round of the XOX Esports Challenge. It's going to be an absolutely fantastic race.
Yeah, apart from the race, we also have the giveaway. This is very interesting for our sponsors to do this, and it's really caught my mind there. So give it away. Max?
So absolutely, this is for everyone at home and in the race to join. It's absolutely open to anyone out there. Fantastic prizes out there. Special thanks to our sponsors, XOX, 1XOX, XOX eSpin, and Estremo Oil of Italy for providing these prizes. But it's an absolutely packed giveaway for the final round of the championship. We have 3 1XOX Black 15 B59 with free 3 months paid off by XOX there. That's going up to 3 winners there. A new season pass and SIM card with 10 gigs of high-speed data going out to 5 winners. 1 winner is going to take home the Oppo A93 Plus, a fantastic phone there, and you're getting 6 months free calls and data on that as well. So 6 months paid, nothing to pay until 6 months later. That a fantastic deal. Hydra Turn Racing Carpet there. 3 winners are going to take that home as well, so do stay tuned for ZR. Fantastic job in picking up all the winners. as well at the end of the broadcast there, so do stay tuned for him. And as well as the grand prize, the SimMagic M10 direct drive wheel. What a wheel. The direct drive is one of the best steering wheels on the market. The feedback is true to life. That means it's a one-to-one replication of what the steering is like in a real car. So you can have it as heavy as a Le Mans prototype or as light as a Gymkhana Sprinter. Really, really fantastic wheel with great response. And you also get the GT1 steering wheel and the 70mm adapter as well. So it's really a lot of prizes going out there right now. So special thanks to our sponsors once again, XOX Mobile, 1XOX, XOX eSIM, and Estremo Oil of Italy.
Okay, I think I have the winner. I've been checking them if they were sharing or not. Excuse me. So the winner goes to the winner of the not this poster. I'm quite confused.
Not the SimMagic. We're not giving that today. Meanwhile, while he looks for the thing, we'll just have a quick look at some more of the comments there. I've just noticed there. Tadakuja, when can we get a Drill and Impact Sexy 2021 calendar? I don't know.
Okay, so the winner of the giveaway for today, who received 1XOX prepaid, is Shukran.
Shukran, absolutely fantastic stuff. Congratulations to Shukran for your win. Do enjoy that 1XOX SIM card. Leave us a DM or a private message in Facebook so we can get in touch and get in contact with you so you can claim your prize. So congratulations to Shukran there for that prize win. And thanks to all of you guys who have watched, liked, shared, and on the stream, subscribe to our YouTube channel and like our Facebook page. It's absolutely been fantastic to have you guys on board this evening.
So I guess this is the end of the stream, and we'll get ready for Sunday, and we're gonna have a lot of action there. And good luck to all the racers who are watching. Thank you for participating for this today's warm-up race. We haven't had this in ages, so we might come back. Who knows? So
do let us know down in the comments actually, and see if you want the warm-up race to come back. It's been a lot of fun watching it, that's for sure. Shukran there. Thank you, XOX and Adrenaline Impact. Thank you for watching the stream as well. So thank all of you guys at home for supporting us throughout the course of the championship. Thanks to all the drivers who have been competing in the championship as well. It's been fantastic. It couldn't happen without you. It also couldn't happen without the support of XOX Mobile, 1XOX, XOX eSIM, and Estremo Oil of Italy, and with our media partner, Galeri Kereta. So thanks to all involved, including you guys, the viewers, and you guys, the racers. That's it from Karo Alang, our race director and broadcast director, and also director. Just director.
Yeah.
And we'll see you all in the next stream. But that's it for us. Bye for now. Ta-ra. Let's see if we got this right. Oh, back it up.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Poof.
Yeah.
There you go. Close enough.
Good night, everybody.
See ya. Ta-ra.